Yo, what's good, ThriveBit fam? Welcome to ThriveBit by Andy, your go-to YouTube podcast for business hacks, personal growth, and the straight-up motivation to crush it. I'm Andy, and you're not just watching a video, you're leveling up your life. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and join the crew ready to dominate their future. Let's get real for a second. Deep down, you want respect. You want people to value your time, your ideas, your presence. But here's the kicker. You're probably chasing it all wrong. You're being the nice guy, saying yes to everything, over-explaining yourself, thinking that's going to make people see your worth. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. You're stuck in a cycle of being ignored, undervalued, or straight up walked over. Sound familiar? Today, we're ripping that script apart. I'm going to show you why people don't respect you and how to flip it with a mindset that makes the world take notice. This isn't about yelling or flexing. It's about owning your energy like a boss. Curious? Buckle up because this one's going to hit different. The respect myth. Let's start with a hard truth. Most people don't respect you because you've made it too easy not to. You walk into a room trying to be the nice guy, polite, agreeable, always smiling. You think that's the key to earning respect. But here's the deal. Respect doesn't go to the most likable person. It goes to the one who walks in like they don't need anyone's permission to be there. Think about it. You're bending over backward to please people, saying yes to things you hate, over-explaining your choices, showing up to events just to avoid letting someone down. You're hoping that being good will make people value you. But what happens? You get ignored, overlooked, or worse, taken advantage of. Why? Because people don't respect your effort. They respect your energy. And when your energy screams, "I'll do anything to fit in," they treat you like an option. Imagine you're at a startup networking event. You're chatting with a group, nodding along to every idea, even the terrible ones, just to seem friendly. You offer to help with their projects for free, thinking it'll make them like you. But by the end of the night, they barely remember your name. Meanwhile, another guy walks in, says less, asks sharp questions, and leaves early because he's got better things to do. Guess who they're still talking about the next day? The guy who didn't try to please everyone. The baseline shift. Here's where things get interesting. Respect isn't about what you achieve, it's about your baseline. Your baseline is how you carry yourself when no one's watching, how you move through the world like your time and energy are non-negotiable. The moment you decide, "This is who I am, and I don't bend for anyone," the world around you starts to recalibrate. Most guys don't struggle because they're weak. They struggle because they're confused. Society taught us that being nice, helpful, and available makes you valuable. But that's a trap. You say yes when you mean no. You reply to texts instantly so you don't seem rude. You shrink yourself to avoid intimidating anyone. And what's the result? You're friend-zoned, overworked, and undervalued. The fix? Stop chasing approval and start embodying your worth. It's not about announcing you've changed, it's about acting like it. Let me tell you a story about Jake, a freelancer who used to say yes to every client request, even last-minute ones that paid peanuts. He'd respond to emails at 2 a.m. to seem reliable. Clients loved his work, but kept pushing for more discounts. One day, Jake decided to set a new baseline. He started saying, "My rate is fixed, and I'm booked until next week." No apologies. Suddenly, clients stopped haggling and started booking him months in advance. Why? Because he acted like his time was worth something. How to embody respect. So, how do you make this shift? It's not about being a jerk or acting arrogant. It's about small, intentional changes that scream self-respect. Here's how you start. 1. Say less, mean more. Stop laughing at jokes you don't find funny. Give shorter answers. Let your silence be uncomfortable because you're comfortable in it. 2. Set boundaries. Say, "I'm not available," and don't explain why. Stop replying to people who flake on you. Skip events that don't serve you. 3. Own your space. Walk into a room and take the best seat without asking. Speak slower, look people in the eyes, and don't nod through nonsense. 4. Prioritize yourself. Finish your workout before checking messages. Scroll past drama without engaging. Your time is yours first. This isn't about being cold. It's about being clear. You're not here to entertain chaos or chase validation. You're here because you chose to be. Let me tell you the story of Sarah, a young entrepreneur pitching her startup to investors. She used to over-explain her ideas, nervously filling every silence to seem likable. Investors would interrupt her, and she'd let them. Then she tried a new approach. At her next pitch, she spoke slowly, paused after key points, and looked each investor in the eye. When one tried to cut her off, she calmly said, "Let me finish this point." The room went quiet, and by the end, they were asking her questions instead of talking over her. That's the power of owning your space. The ripple effect. Here's the crazy part. You only have to do this once. Once you set a new tone, people either rise to meet it or fade away. And both are wins. You'll notice it in small ways. People stop interrupting you. They lower their voice when they talk to you. They ask your opinion even if you haven't spoken. They show up on time. They don't play games with your attention. Women notice too. When your validation isn't up for grabs, they feel it. Suddenly, they're not sure how to impress you because they're used to being chased. You're not playing games. You're just the prize now. And the best part? You don't have to demand better treatment. You just stop tolerating less. Your actions set the tone, and people adjust or leave. Consider Mike, who was always the reliable friend, always free to hang out even when his buddies flaked last minute. He'd laugh it off to stay cool. Then he decided to stop chasing. The next time his friends bailed, he didn't text back. Instead, he hit the gym and posted a story of his workout. A week later, those same friends were hitting him up, apologizing and making solid plans. Why? Because Mike's energy said, "I'm not waiting around for you." The cost of change. Now, let's be real. This shift isn't all high fives and applause. It's subtle, and sometimes it's lonely. You'll say less and listen more. You'll realize how much noise used to fill your life, pointless conversations, drama, people who didn't deserve your energy. You'll lose friends. Some will call you cold or distant. And maybe you are. Maybe you needed to be because the old, soft version of you was getting walked over. But here's the truth. The world doesn't reward sensitivity without strength. You're building a frame, a version of yourself that no one can ignore. And yeah, it's tough. You'll be misunderstood. You'll doubt yourself. But every time you hold that line, you're teaching the world how to treat you. Take Lisa, who used to stay late at work to help her team, even when it meant missing her own deadlines. Her boss took it for granted, piling on more tasks. Then Lisa started saying, "I can't stay late today," and focused on her own projects. At first, her team called her selfish. But a month later, her boss praised her efficiency and gave her a lead role on a new project. Why? Because Lisa's boundaries forced people to see her value. Why it works. Why does this work? Because humans are wired to read energy. We're always scanning. Who's worth following? Who's worth challenging? Who's worth avoiding? And we don't listen to words. We feel vibes. When you carry yourself like your time is valuable, people respect it. When you speak like your words have weight, people listen. When you stop chasing, people start paying attention. You don't need to be rich, jacked, or famous to pull this off. You just need to decide that your life, your mind, your energy are not up for grabs. Once you stop giving energy to things that weaken you, people feel the absence. The absence of explanations, reactions, availability. And that's when respect starts chasing you. Your next step. Yo, ThriveBit fam, that's the playbook. Stop asking for respect and start embodying it. Try it once, just once. Say no without explaining. Walk away from drama. Own your space like you belong there. You'll lose people, sure, but the ones who stay, they'll treat you like the unshakable force you are. If this hit home, drop a comment and let me know what you're gonna stop tolerating today. Smash that like button, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe if you're ready to level up. This is ThriveBit by Andy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!